What is up, guys, and welcome back. This is Italy turn 9, which I believe is July of 40, question mark? I don't really keep track of the dates, sorry. And as you can tell by the length of this video, this is a big turn. Italy's gonna go to war. Yes, we are. Maybe it's not the smartest move in the world, but we want to have fun, and it's not very fun to just kind of sit around on your laurels as Italy, especially when this is all I'm doing. So at the end of the day, I care a lot more about having fun than winning, though I do care about winning, so we're going to try to do that. Mind you, this isn't throwing in the towel. We're going to try our damnedest here. So let's see what we can do. Starting off with tech, we are going to try to finish up improved construction. And miss with a 6. That is a scary start. I don't like that. No, I don't. Okay. Purchases, we're going to finish our heavy cruiser and buy a sub for 11. And we're going to move this out of the way. Okay. Combat moves. So moving out here into East Africa, we're just going to kind of spread our little tentacles out for not a lot of money, but we just don't want any militia dropping in behind us. So we're going to move into British Somaliland with an infantry. We'll move into French Somaliland. This one is actually important because the French can drop their, with a cavalry. They can actually build an infantry there for free, or not for free, but you get what I'm saying. An infantry into Nubia. So it'll be down 1 for the British, up 1 for the Italians. Oh, by the way, we're declaring war on the British and French. Infantry into Sudan, and an infantry into Tanganyika. So that'll leave us with an infantry in Abyssinia and a colonial in Abyssinia. Okay. Moving slightly up to this part of the Mediterranean. Lots of explosions going on, huh? So our seaplane here is going to shed his stand and put on his maritime air patrol socks and come out here to try to kill this sub. Joining him from the Regia Marina will be a destroyer. 1, 2. Does this seem out of focus to you? Is my lens just dirty? No, it was just out of focus. Nice. Good start. We're going to declare war on Greece as well. So this heavy cruiser, it will be up against 2 coastal subs and a fighter. 1, 2. He'll have 2 moves left. Bloop. Sorry about that. Okay, this coastal sub is going to convoy raid. This regular sub will come down and convoy raid. Bloop. Gosh, so much to do. I don't want to forget anything. So Cyprus over there is going to be airdropped. So this air transport is going to pick up an airborne. 1 into the Adriatic, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's coming from an air base. Whoops. We're going to drop an airborne in there, and he will have 2 movement left as well. Okay, so I did this one, these 2, this one. So next up, let's do Malta. What we're going to do is bring 2 naval transports with a couple Marines and an artillery. And we're just going to see what happens. It could be a very expensive fight for me, but what are you going to do, am I right? We're also going to bring an extra infantry. So an infantry, 2 Marines, artillery. Okay. That's Malta. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, into Thessaly, we've got 2 mountain infantry, 2 artillery, an infantry, and a tactical bomber. He will have 2 moves left. I forgot to grab my fuel markers before I started this. So I guess we're doing 2 1s. There we go, because I just grabbed a handful. In Eastern Yugoslavia, we've got 2 infantry and artillery and a fighter. And wouldn't you know it, this guy actually has 1 move left. So now I guess this will become 3 minus 1. Look at that. There are many ways to get to 2. Radio. So those are the 2 land battles. The Regia Marina is going to leave a destroyer behind and then come up here and attack this torpedo boat destroyer. And I think that's it. Okay. Now with the little flames I took from in Eastern Africa, we're going to mark the ones that haven't been marked yet because I ran out. I honestly think it's just that one. Okay. Let's get to rolling. Or, you know what I forgot to do? Excuse me, there's going to be a battleship coming down here for a bombard as well. Screw it, let's send 2 heavy cruisers as well. 3 bombards, okay. Right on. Let's start rolling some die. Let's do the convoy raids first, because they're nice and easy. Okay, so he's got radar, so we will, he's got +2, and then we've got a coastal sub and a regular sub. Let's do the coastal sub first, which will be the +1 for the British, Italians. God, this keeps on going out of focus. All right, let's try this. +1 for the British. Wow, so that's 2 damage. Good job, coastal sub. Have I already beat Hambone? So there's 2, and now the normal sub will be an even split here. Wow, there's 4. That's a perfect 6. Unless I am forgetting something, but I'm pretty sure that's 6 damage on the Mediterranean line there. See, Italians don't need the Germans need the Italians. That will be very untrue here in like 2 turns. All right, so now that that's out of the way, we can do this one down here. I'm going to walk this one over to the battle board very slowly. Okay. I don't know why my camera cannot focus right now. I apologize for that. So we've got a militia defending. We've got pretend that these are Marines. I believe Malta doesn't have any terrain. It looked like it didn't. So we're going to have 2 Marines, an infantry, and an artillery, which does not participate on the first round. But first, we've got 3 shore bombardments. So let's grab 2 2s and a 4 here with first strike. Look at that, when the heavy cruisers hit. So there will be no fight in Malta. Glad I set all that up. And very gently, we will remove this militia, flip our little marker, and the Italians will take Malta. Nice. Huge win for the Pride, right? What's next? Okay, so let's scoot over here for a second. You guys can tell I really planned this out, right? We're gonna go ahead and do Cyprus, which is +1 for the Italians, -1 for the British, which brings us to a total of +2 for the Italians, -2 for the British, for Nubia and Cyprus. Next up, we can roll the seaplane and destroyer. Where'd my dice tray go? Oh, I put it all the way across the table. All right. Oh gosh, excuse me. I'm just sporadic right now. I'm kind of tired. All right, so we've got a 4 for the destroyer. Look at that. And again, it was unfocused. I don't know what's going on right now. But the destroyer hit. Let's roll the seaplane just in case. He misses, but I believe that destroyer made good contact. So we'll take off that coastal sub. Its long journey has come to an end. Okay. Next fight, we can do the heavy cruiser there against a fighter and 2 coastal subs. I'm mauling Russia right now. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we'll have 2 coastal subs at a 2 with first strike. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Look at that. Wow. So the heavy cruiser will not get a shot back. Now keep in mind, this is my first combat move of V4, so I'm probably missing some things. Please let me know, and we will try to make adjustments as possible. Okay, so next up we can do the Regia Marina, well, what's left of it, versus that torpedo boat destroyer. So that's going to be an Italian torpedo boat destroyer, 2 destroyers, and a light cruiser versus that British TBD, former Yugoslavian. So let's roll an Italian torpedo boat. We've got 2 destroyers and a light cruiser, which hits with a 5. Nice. And then the Yugoslavian TBD will return fire and miss with a 6. Okay. So we'll remove the torpedo boat destroyer. All right, we've got 2 fights left. So let's start off with Eastern Yugoslavia. We're gonna flip-flop around here, back to this little setup I got. So we can take all this away. The Eastern Yugoslavia fight is 2 Italian infantry. One of them will be at a 2 because of the artillery, which is at a 2. They're going in the mountains, of course. We've got a militia defending and an infantry. And then there is an Italian fighter in here as well. yeah, so this one's pretty scary, but let's do it. We're gonna move you over here. Grab a dash tray. Bink. Okay, so we've got an artillery at 2. Gosh, focus, please, phone. What is going on? Okay, artillery at 2 with first strike. Misses within 11. Now we've got a 1 for an infantry. Now we've got a 2 for an infantry. And a fighter at 6. Uh-oh. A British militia at 2. That's a bummer. British infantry at 4. Okay, so we'll have to lose an Italian infantry, which honestly makes the dice easier. So we're going to grab 2 yellow die, and I guess we'll use this red still. So we'll have 2 2s for Italy and a 6 for round 2. And the fighter misses again. Uh-oh, I'm in danger. We'll have a British militia at 2 and a British infantry at 4. Oh, gosh. Try it again, round 3. Look at that, okay. Infantry / artillery hits and a fire. That's 2 hits, that's all we need. And now we're gonna pray for mercy. We've got a British militia at 2. Oh, and a British infantry at 4. Wow, okay. That could have been very, very bad, but in the end, it's okay. You know, I probably should have lost an infantry in there, so this seems about right. So we're gonna take this for Italy, remove the British forces, and we'll move in with 1 infantry and 1 artillery, losing an infantry. Okay, and last but not least, Thessaly. Shoot. Trying not to rotate too fast, but it's hard not to. Okay, so Thessaly is also mountainous. We'll have 2 artillery at first strike. We've got 1 infantry to 1. And we've got 2 mountain infantry boosted to 3s, as well as an Italian tactical bomber. If you can see that all the way up there. Okay. And then defending is going to be the 2 Greek / British mountain infantry at 5s. Okay. So we'll have 2 first strikes at 2 with our artillery. They will miss, so now we'll have an infantry and 2 mountains at a 1 and a 3 respectively. There's 1 hit from one of the mountain infantry. And then we'll have the tactical bomber at 7, and he will miss with a 10. Shoot, my planes are being bad, man. All right, so we'll have 2 British mountains at 5. Mercy! 1 hit, so we will each lose, I'll lose a normal infantry. Obviously the Greeks will have to lose a mountain, and we'll go again. 2 infantry at 2. Nice. 2 mountains at 3. There's another hit from a mountain infantry. Those guys are going off. We'll roll the tack, and he will get a perfect 1. Okay, and then 1 final shot from that mountain will give us a nice little parting gift. Okay. We'll have to take an artillery. Expensive fighting Thessaly. Ouchie wah wah. Okay. We'll take that. Remove these flame towers. Remove 2 of these infantry. Lose an infantry and an artillery. Okay. So we've got 2 artillery and a or 2 mountain infantry and an artillery in what's it called? Thessaly. All right, I believe that's all of our combat. So I'm going to walk around the table now. And we're going to quickly do some non-combats. All right, starting in East Africa, we're going to move an infantry into Italian Somaliland. Up here, we have a air transport that will come land in Syria. And pray for his life. Our seaplane is going to come off of map. And he will come back to Tobruk and put his normal socks back on. After a hard day's work. We're going to move a motorized infantry into Tobruk. This destroyer is going to come down, join this fleet, and then they will all go into port in Malta. Also, this destroyer over here will go into port in Syria. Thank you, Hambone. Up here, the Regia Marina is going to go into port. Up here. I guess I don't really need the fleet marker anymore. It's just the torpedo boat destroyer, 2 destroyers, and a light cruiser there in port. Oh, right, we gotta land our planes. Okay, this tactical bomber has 2 moves left. He's gonna come to I think I'm gonna put him into Western Yugoslavia with my now allied Germans. This fighter will also go into Western Yugoslavia. What was I going to do with you? Right, this fighter will move down to Tobruk. 1, 2. Alrighty, one last look, but I'm pretty sure that's just about all I can move. And then we'll update the incomes. Right, okay. Let's tilt you up. And of course it's not focused, because why would it be? Alrighty. So the Italians are going to go up 4 for Thessaly, Eastern Yugoslavia, Nubia, and Cyprus. Up to 14 for the Italians, and the British will go down 3 for Eastern Yugoslavia, Nubia, and Cyprus. So I've now got them at 29. Alrighty. Coming back down, we are going to place, where is it? Our freshly built heavy cruiser is going to go into port with the Regia Marina up here in M5. And our submarine will go, we're going to put him into, what's that called? M3. Because I'm pretty sure medium bombers have a map range of 1 until he gets long range aircraft, which obviously the French are not going to get. At least that's how it was in V3, and I'm pretty sure it's still that way in V2. So, yeah, that's it. Let's collect income. We are now at a base of 14. And by the skin of my chinny chin chin, I was able to kill that coastal sub and clear the Mediterranean of enemy warships. So we should get a +2 for that, bringing us to a total of 16 for the Italians. Look at that. It's still like not enough at all, but hey, we're having fun now, right? Right, guys? Right? Having fun? All right. I'll see you guys next time.